Hair wrapping on brush bars is a known problem, and historically it required cutting it off with scissors. Dyson released the tangle-free turbine tool in 2012, which solved this problem, but it wasn't in cleaner head form and was quite noisy. Many years later, some products developed small ridges to grab the hair as the bar rotates, but this caused more noise, accelerated wear on the bristles that smash against them, and didn't even always work. So this wasn't a good solution. Whilst almost every manufacturer stopped there, or just sloppily duped that dodgy technology, Dyson is the only company I'm aware of to have invented a true solution. This relies on cone-shaped brush bars that have the effect of causing hair to migrate towards the thinner end where it can be made to fall off. Dyson first released a product to market with this technology with their hair screw tool attachment. Their recent pencil vac is the first product to implement this in a cleaner head for hard floors, and their upcoming products will likely introduce it into a cleaner head for carpets. Panasonic also released a product in Japan with a floor head that used conical brushes to prevent hair tangling. Many wrongly think Panasonic were the first to invent this technology, and the motivation for this video is to correct this misunderstanding. Before products are released to market, the inventions that are developed are patented and documented in the associated literature. The first reference to the invention of using a conical brush bar shape to prevent hair tangling can be found to be submitted by Dyson, not Panasonic, on the 3rd of June 2019 for their hair screw tool. The Panasonic cleaner head was submitted over 12 months later on the 17th of June 2020. This shows that Dyson were the first to invent this technology by over a year. This basic fact check is of course absent from bad actors out there whose wonky worldview revolves around subjective feelings rather than facts and the truth. Panasonic's rationale for their invention is not very convincing though. On their promo material, they claim to have been inspired by a plastic cup, rather than something more scientific and technical. Dyson's documented development of this technology clearly stated it was inspired by the Archimedes screw, which is an ancient technology attributed to the Greek mathematician Archimedes. This is a mechanical device used to transport liquids or solids and relies on a bounded rotating helical structure.
One of the options that we did was to create an Archimedes screw which had channels in between the brush bars to channel the debris from the base of the brush bar to the tip of the brush bar.
This makes sense, whereas a plastic cup is less convincing. Since the priority date of the Panasonic patent, which is the date it was first registered with the Patent Office, was before the public publication date of the Dyson patent, Panasonic are unlikely to have known about the submitted Dyson invention beforehand to copy it. It's difficult to know for certain whether Panasonic really knew of Dyson's invention before they developed their approach, but one thing that is apparent is that Panasonic's design is not a very good one. Whilst it might provide some degree of prevention for hair tangling, its poor design suffers from enormous unswept regions at the side of the head because of how they chose to situate the motors, and also has an unswept path in the centre where there needs to be a gap to release migrating hair. Dyson's design eliminates this entirely by cantilevering the cones from the centre, ensuring no gap in the middle and full edge-to-edge cleaning, which is clearly superior. This basic fact check should hopefully clear up the falsehoods and propaganda out there. Thanks for watching.